Hey there guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the Ultimate RTG, and the weekend league is finally over. And I tweeted something along the lines of, we've finished well, but I'm left defeated. And that's exactly the emotions that I was going through after the last 13 games that I had played on Sunday. And in the heat of the moment, I was close to selling Messi and a few other players, and I knew it would have been the wrong decision, because he's been awesome during the week, Friday, Saturday, when I've had control over him. Beautiful player in front of goal, dribbling, playmaking, and he will be our striker going into the next weekend league. But the cam, Lucas, will have to be changed. He did enough. Even though we finished on 24 wins, what I'm about to explain makes it seem like I've got a silver 1 or silver 2. But Lucas will be dropped, and I want to try something a little bit different. You know, KDB, someone as good as Kevin De Bruyne in terms of playmaking, finishing, and although he's not my typical cam, maybe that's something that I need to bring into my starting 11 just to help me in those tricky situations, or just bring composure to my game. But I was questioning like the series, and that's how deep it got. And after I play my weekly games, it makes me just feel like upset. As sad as it sounds, it just makes me feel like a little bit drained, and I have to question like, how do I get better at this game? How do I provide like the best rewards for you boys, get ourselves back into Elite 1, top 100 eventually? And I'm struggling. Like, I've hit a wall. On Sunday, it's the absolute meltdown, and I don't know what EA want from me, because when the game is slow, if I try and pass it too fast, the ball gets played behind my players. Like, there's a line, and let's say my player's there, the ball always keeps going here. So then I have a hard time like having to, or I don't even track back, the AI do. They like track back to try and adjust to collect the ball, and in that movement, my whole play is slowed down, and then I'm predictable, and my opponents close me down. If I play too slow, then I'm predictable, and then this is like what goes through my mind when I'm playing my last like 10 games on a Sunday. But it's the same for like Saturday. It just really depends. It depends on the day. There's no like guarantee that if I were to play all my games on Friday or Saturday, it would fix things. But I remember like 4 weeks ago now, maybe 5 weeks ago, on Friday and Saturday, I had like weirdly consistent gameplay. This was perfect, like perfection. The player switching felt so quick, like I was offline. The consistency in front of goal, the playmaking, the unpredictability. I was on form and playing the best FIFA. And I got to 17-0, and then still with good gameplay, I lost 17-1. And I could happily like walk away, and I felt good. Like, even though those are competitive games and I took a loss, I felt really like healthy, and I was wanting to play more FIFA. Now this Sunday, and it's been the case for like a few Sundays now, where I come up against similar standard of players, but whatever is going on in these games, I'm just not good enough to adapt. And it should never be like that. But the sad thing is, the player switching is not good enough. I have not got proper control to be able to fight against what my opponents are throwing at me. In the attack, I can't move the ball quick enough, and it's just an absolute struggle to get anything from those games. And a lot of people get this mistaken. They think what I'm saying is if I have really good gameplay, I'm going to win every single one of my games. It's not true. What I'm saying is, like, in these matches, I am already like kind of out the game before it's even started, and it's just so difficult. And credit to those that are experiencing similar like connectivity issues, like myself and so many other people in this game that do finish well in the weekend league. I need some advice. Like, I don't know what to change with my starting 11. I've gone through everything, man. Like, the tactics on Friday and Saturday, they felt really nice, with some possession tactics and just bringing the players down inside the box. And we finished on 24 wins, which is still fairly good, right? But I just want so much more for the series, and that's why I'm stressing, and I feel like there's a weight on my shoulders, and it is stress. I think that's what it is, it's stress. But I still want to play the weekend league because I like to test myself as a FIFA player. But in the current like circumstances and the state of the game, it's really difficult, you know. So with the formation, maybe I'm going to go for something completely different for next weekend. Maybe a 4-4-1-1. I know that a couple of people have been using that. Just to spread the play, and then you've still got the options to go down the middle. So that's a possibility to get a few more players in the attack and just try and have some fun. But that's where I find myself right now on the game. And it's sad, right? Because I don't feel like I'm that bad. I don't feel like I'm that bad, but when it just really restricts you in a way, it just frustrates you. I lose my head. I start not so much raging, but I'm just sat there like all sad. And it should never be like that. It's a game after all. You should enjoy it. So maybe that's what I'm trying to preach today. Maybe if you guys are looking to finish in Elite for the first time or top 100, is it really worth it? Is it worth the added stress when you can just like try new players out, have some fun? And I think that maybe that's what the series is going to turn into. Otherwise, it's just not good for my mental health at all, because I want so much more for the game, but EA just don't want it. So with some of the players though that we used, Mbabu, Kanate, and Edemalatel. One of the goals that I conceded, right? My opponent booted it from his goalkeeper, launched it upfield. It ignored my whole squad because the player switching, right, what happened is that I have my player switching to air balls and loose balls, and it didn't register in time. So it had already selected my left centre back, but really what it needed to do was automatically switch to my left centre back. Did I explain that properly? To track the run, but it didn't, and he was left to run through and score a goal. Just even more randomness involved. And with Galashi, right, he was flapping absolutely everything. Although he was saving the fair share, very, very dodgy. And in any other game, I probably would have conceded from it. So I think Galashi's going to go. Edemalatel, we already know that's overpowered on this game, but I'm looking to change him out. Kanate, I think this week is going to get updated, which is sweet. So I will continue using his 84 rated card. Mbabu, maybe I will use. Unfortunately, Nabri, he went a little bit missing in these games towards the end. Like, he still was scoring like a couple of goals, chipping in with a few, but I think overall his play, yeah, he did go missing, and I'm maybe gonna be resorting to using him off the bench, or if he does fit in to our new build, then fair enough, I will go for that. But with what I have in mind in terms of the series is I want to be doing a few more of the upgrade packs, get some content down when promos come out. So the upcoming one is Black Friday, and we know that what EA do is they release like the best of the best team of the week. So Mbappe, Messi, and all of those high-rated players. Now, I don't believe that the team of the week pack from Foot Champs is going to contain like the best of the best. But what I'm going to do is just trade a little bit more. I still need to like enter foot drafts and collect those packs for team of the year. But this is outside of that grind. I want to trade. I want to work towards purchasing some players or doing the upgrade packs to get quite a few of the 2-player ones. So then when Black Friday drops, we'll have like 30, 40, and we can have a nice little pack opening and maybe get lucky and bring in a super fun card that we can use for the weekend. So that's like where the account is at right now. I just want to have fun. I want to bring the fun back to FIFA and not feel stressed. And I don't know, I know that a lot of you guys say like, don't worry about the results, like we'll support you and stuff, but I want myself to be able to finish in like Elite 1 and top 100, and that's where I stress, you know. But Elite 2, we were 1 game short, so it's still a good finish. Elite 3 is solid, like every single week, and it does bring in the coins to the series, but when you know like you've hit this wall, there's this barrier in front of you, and you just want to break through, and every single week is exactly the same, and you're trying to make some changes, and you're having no success, like where do you go from there? What do you do? So maybe it is like another formation that I need to switch up to, or I need to change the way I'm approaching these games. And that's something that I will do my very best to figure out, but I don't want to lose my mind doing so. So hopefully you guys understand. And yeah, like, if you're someone that is stressing over the game as well, just remember that it is a game after all. And unfortunately, EA have like put these modes together where you've got division rivals that should really be just like division rivals is a good idea, but that's really what the weekend league should be about. Whereas the weekend league should just maybe be like random matchmaking and be a little bit more casual. You know, there's no casual modes, and that's why everything is just so toxic and stressful. So I think we need to start finding a way to bring the fun back to FIFA, and that's going to be my goal. And that's what I'm going to preach, right? Enjoy the game, and don't stress over it. Let's go back to the club. So I know I've just been saying I'm finding it hard to progress. Well, we got a better result than we did last week. 23 wins, just about clutched up. This week we got 24 and we had a good opportunity to get 25, but I lost the last game. So if we can slowly creep in back to Elite 2 and then one day get Elite 1, that would be absolutely fantastic. But I think where I go wrong is that I'm just so stressed playing the game. It changes the way I'm approaching the matches as well. Whereas if I was just like putting my feet up, casually playing, I'd probably play a lot better for it. But if you do that against the better players, that's where you're going to get those L's. It's just a tough one, you know. It's all about mindset, mentality, and trying to overcome what EA throw at you. Let's say I was like a Gold 2 player, Gold 1 player. I don't think I would have that added stress, but because I know like I'm high Elite 3, like low Elite 2 level on FIFA 20, if I start off poorly on Friday, Saturday, I don't feel like I'm going to do enough to finish in Elite 3, and that's when I start to stress, just because those player picks are really important, the Team of the Week packs as well to bring in those coins, and it's just really, really fun. Now, is it worth it though, the extra couple of wins for Elite 2? Probably not. Like the difference between Gold 1 and Gold 3 this FIFA is minimal, but I do like those extra picks. It's just fun, and yeah, I just really, really enjoy it. So the team is going to be switched up. We're going to be making a lot of room for the new players that we decide to go for. So the ones that I'm going to be dropping, Lucas is most likely going to be replaced by an actual cam. I really want to try that this week. So KDB or someone as good as that, you guys can recommend who you'd want to see. They don't have to have the complete control over the ball, just someone with good ball control, like good dribbling. What I mean is like the agility and balance doesn't have to be super high. I'm going to change my style a little bit, pass it around more, and try and find those openings. Eder Militao I've been using for so many games, 398 games. We know he's overpowered, but let's get rid of him and make room for somebody else. Gnabry, well, he's on the reserve bench because I'm thinking if I don't start him, I might just use him as an impact sub to be brought on as a right attacking mid, and I think that maybe that would be working best. Or if we decide to go for a Bundesliga theme soon, then we can bring him back. Mbabu was decent, but it's just going to be very difficult to get him into a side on full chemistry. And Gulashi, I will be dropping because he was flapping at everything on Sunday. So with Kanate, I feel like this week he's going to be up to an 84, which is solid. And I don't know if it was him or if it was Eder Militao, but one of the plays went through his legs. And if it was Kanate, 80 interceptions, I mean, it is kind of low, but he has been playing very, very well for me. He's a beast, and I like to take control of him and charge down my opponents. Just very, very strong, and he's just fun for me, and that's what I want to start like bringing in, fun players, and he's very much playable. So if I go for Kanate and he gets upgraded to 85, or 84, sorry, I want to be bringing in maybe some French players around him. Don't have to go for the Bundesliga. Well, we could and just play Mbabu on 8 chem, but the side is not 100% set on. So if you want to throw in some names and give me some recommendations, so we want to be bringing in like a really, really good cam. The striker, I will still use Messi, because then I don't need like Messi to be played as a cam, and that's better for his stamina. Then in the centre mid position, we need a winger, or do you know a formation that I might try is the 4-4-1-1. So with that centre forward, the striker, the 2 centre mids to support it in the central areas, and then to have the width out wide. Yeah, I might go for something different, but maybe it's not the best ideas because we did finish quite well this weekend. So yeah, we'll have to go from there. But I'm always looking to improve my game, and maybe one day I will find something that just clicks and it is the go-to. But boys, that is where I'm going to love and leave you. Let me know where you finished in the weekend league. Hopefully you got some good ranks. And on Friday, the Black Friday promo is coming out, so do expect us to have like a mini pack opening on the RTG, because I'll get those 2-player packs ready, and it should be really, really good fun. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you boys tomorrow. Leave a like, take care, team out, peace.